Nice. In this video, we will talk about section 1.3, which is trigonometry functions. We will now review how do we convert between degree to radian and radian to degree, right? So for the degree measure, we know that the whole entire circle would be 360 degree. And 360 degree is actually equal to 2 pi radian. Okay, and usually when we say 2 pi, the radian, we don't need to write it. So you can just write at 2 pi. Okay, if you write 2 pi, we know that the measure is actually radian measure. If you have the little circle on the top right here, you know that is the degree measure. Okay, so a whole entire circle is it's 360 degree, and that is equivalent to 2 pi. If I divide that into half, then you're going to have 180 degree for the angle. It's 180, and that is actually equal to 1 pi. Okay, so if I cut that into 4, okay, then each of this going to be 90 degree, right? So from the positive x-axis, that's going to be 90 degree, and that's going to be pi over 2, okay, and so on. If we keep going to divide the circle, we're going to have the radian measure equivalent to the degree measure, okay? However, if I want something like 255 or 5 pi over 3, how do we convert back and forth? We're going to use this. We know 180 is equal to pi. 180 degree is equal to pi. If we have 225 degree, then how do I convert to radian? Okay, we're gonna use the unit measurement. So what is unit measurement? If you want to convert from degree to radian, we will simply multiply pi over 180. Because 180 is equal to pi. If I divide both sides by 180, so pi over 180 is actually equal to 1. So multiply pi over 180, it's just same as 225 multiplied by 1. So it doesn't make any change to my degree measure. However, this will help you with the unit conversion. Okay, so if you want to convert from degree to radian, we're gonna multiply pi over 180 and then simplify. But if you want to convert from radian to degree, we will multiply 180 over pi. Okay, so that's how you convert between degree and radian and to degree. So when we do this, you can use a calculator to simplify. You don't need any like graphing calculator for this. Any basic calculator can simplify this. So 225 over 180, if we make it become a fraction, we're gonna have 5 pi over 4. So 225 is equal 5 pi over 4 radian. So now from radian to degree measure, so 5 pi over 3, we can multiply 180 over pi. And you can see that look like the 180 over pi. The pi and the pi is actually can cancel out. So we will have left up with 5 times 180, 5 times 180 over 3, which is 300 degree. So 5 pi over 3 is actually equivalent to 300 degree. So let's say I want to convert 2.5 radian to degree. Then what should I do? I'm gonna take 2.5 times 180 and divide by pi, which is 2.5 times 180 degree, and divide by pi, we will have 143.24 degree. Okay, so that's how you convert between radian to degree measure or degree to radian measure. Sometimes you can leave your answer at a fraction. Sometimes you may want to leave it at the decimal point. Okay, if it's possible, leave it at fraction. If the angle is on the unit circle, we would like to leave it at the fraction. But something like 15-degree measure or 36-degree measure, right, or 37-degree measure, we cannot put that in the fraction, multiply pi over 180. We will have 37 divide 180, and then you can see it's gonna be hard for me to simplify the fraction. Then we're gonna convert that to decimal point. We're gonna leave that at the decimal point. We multiply pi and divide 180. So there's going to be about 0.65 radian. Okay, so when you convert into the angle measure without writing any unit, this is the radian measure. For degree measure, you will always see a little circle right on top of it. Okay, so this is the convert between radian to degree or degree to radian.